Ladies and gentlemen, welcome into the Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. A little late getting started as we got to hit out into center field there, but welcome into the game here. Mark.
Yeah, Andrew Shakespeare with a line drive right back up the middle. He's starting off on a great year. He's 500 right now, so he is been hot to start the year, and he stays hot. We got runners on first and second, one out here at Don Lay Flyer Field.
Yeah, getting started right, a little early. We did have some technical issues. That's why we're late getting started, but we don't mind the early start here. A few minutes into this one. That one's low for ball one.
Yeah, Yates on the bump for the Flyers, left-hander.
Yeah, Yates already allowing 2 on so far here through the top of the first in the pitch. This one swinging down the third baseline, and they call it foul. I don't know if that was.
Ooh.
I don't know if that was foul.
I'm also questioning that, Caden. What a great play down there at third base by Logan Levitt. It would have been not an easy double play, but he definitely has that in his repertoire where he can just whip it across the diamond. Yeah, but you know what? They have a better view of it than we do. And Yates going up against his pitching opponent in Nash Schroeder.
Nash here with a 1-1 count and 2 on. Pitch inside for ball 2.
Yeah, you know me, Caden. I love lefties. I love watching them on the mound. I love watching them in the box. And Yates has some really good movement.
Low for ball 3. 3-1 count here to Schroeder.
Yeah, fastball kind of bounced it right in front of Ridge. And Ridge, again, one of the best defensive catchers, not just in 4A, but in the entire state of Utah. He kind of sits down on that one where runners don't advance.
Here's the pitch. Swung on over to the third, getting it in the glove for the 1 out, over to first base, and it is not there. They say he was not there.
Bartholomew
was not able to get it to it.
Bartholomew dropped the ball. It was a one bouncer to him, but it was a short bounce. You know, those first basemen, they would prefer a bounce about 8 feet in front of them to where they can get a read on that ball. But when it's a short bounce, it makes it a much tougher play for those first basemen.
So runner on first and second. Again, now 2 outs. And Ridge Erickson, he's looking for that pick over to first base as well.
Yeah, you always have to be on your toes on the base paths when you're playing Dixie for sure.
Outside pitch.
Just a bit outside.
Just
Ridge had to,
maybe a little more than a bit.
Ridge had to jump and get that one.
This one popped up. It's heading foul, but is anyone going to get to it in time? No.
Good effort by Zeph out there in right field. Ran it down, just couldn't quite get there, and it, like I said, it dropped right about a foot from the fence on the right field line. So, but good effort.
Yeah, absolutely.
Boy, Campbell here at bat, I got to say, he looks like he's about 13 years old. Man.
Yeah, Porter Campbell, right field.
Yeah.
Swung on that one and broke on him, got a little bit off speed there and popped it into the dirt.
Yeah, kind of got him out on his front foot and couldn't put it in play.
Here's Yates again. Low and in the dirt. Runners thinking about going, but it's hard to go against Ridge Erickson.
And again, they know the scouting report. They know that they have to get a much better jump, and that ball has to get further away from Ridge for them to advance. And with 2 outs, you want the, if you're Pineview, you want the hitter to be in charge here.
Yates.
You don't want to run them off. You don't want to end the inning, the half inning, running the base bats.
Taking a look at second. Here's the pitch. Inside, and this time the throw down to second. A little bit of a hop over from shortstop there.
He's really fun to watch. I love catchers that like to show off their arm, and they have fun with it. It makes the game much more enjoyable.
Absolutely. And full count pitch, foul away.
Good foul there by the youngster Campbell there to just get a piece of that and live for another pitch.
And looking back again, did they get him? Oh, it was close.
Maybe. That was a close.
That was tight.
Nice pickoff move by Yates.
So here we are in the top of the first. Runner on first and second. Full count and 2 outs. Yates to Campbell. Here's the pitch. Another one inside. That'll walk him and load up the bases.
Yates is 2-0 as a starter.
Brings up Stubbs to bat here as we check out the replay. Again, just a little bit low and inside. Sends him on down to first. After a bit of a conference between Ridge and Yates, I think he went out there and told him just, hey, we got this, force out at any base.
Or he could have been asking him who he's going to ask out to D-Day dance. Actually, I think that's passed already, but.
Got him swinging there.
Fastball in the outside part of the plate. Tough to catch up to.
Popped up. Erickson tracking. Yep. And instead, it's Bartholomew coming over from first.
Perfect play there by the Flyers. As a catcher, give way to the first baseman. They've got a much easier glove to make that catch.
Absolutely. Well, again, early start here as we hop into the Boulevard Home Game of the Week. We're going to take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, it's the bottom of the first on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture, your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and escape The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Welcome back in, everybody. It's your Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. It's Caden Formaster here and Mark Musgrave.
The voice you know.
As we head into the bottom of the first inning. Again, we didn't get a chance to do our pregame show built by Bucks Ace Hardware. I want to shout out Bucks Ace Hardware, one of our great sponsors of local sports here in Southern Utah. You can visit them with 3 locations across Southern Utah. But we didn't get a chance to really dive into that and talk about these two teams. One thing that we talked about earlier today on our show on the Fan Sports Network was that we have a lot of teams that are in the top 6.
Yes.
5 of the top 6 are Region 9 teams, and 2 of them are on the field here tonight.
Yeah, for sure. And it actually changed a little bit after the completion of the Desert Hills Cedar game. Dixie jumped Snow Canyon for the number 1 in the RPI right now. Before earlier today, it was Snow Canyon, Dixie, but now it's Dixie, Snow Canyon, Desert Hills, followed by Bear River's 4th, and Crimson Cliff is 5th, and Pineview is 6th. So Region 9 dominating the 4A RPI.
Well, and that comes down to the opponent's win percentage, right? Dixie has played Desert Hills, has beat them once, has lost to them once, but because they have beat them once, the opponent's win percentage goes up. Therefore, they go up. The difference between Snow Canyon and Dixie before that game, 7 is .7154 for Snow Canyon, .7151 for Dixie's. This one's sent into right center field, tracking over towards it is Shakespeare, and he makes the grab. And so with that win from Desert Hills, that bumps Dixie up just enough to take over that first place spot.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that's the thing with the RPI. It changes after the completion of every game. So it's kind of fun to watch. And it's just fun to watch all of the Region 9 teams having success throughout the first part of the spring season. So here we got Boston Vest now.
Vest sends this one over to short, and the throw to first is off the target, and Vest looked towards second, but he'll head back to first. And he'll get there with a single.
Boston starting off the season batting .472 right now.
Yeah, Millen was not able to get that throw over to Chase there on target.
They're going to give him an error on that. So not a hit for Boston, but certainly his on-base percentage creeps up just a little bit more.
Here's Yates. I'm catching the inside corner of the zone for strike one.
Yeah, Schroeder looks like he has good control right now. There was a couple of pitches ago against, I can't remember if it was against Erickson or Vest, but man, it had a lot of movement and caught the inside part of the plate.
Hard hit off the edge of the first baseman's glove, picked up by second, thrown over to first, not in time from DeWitt.
Now that should be a hit.
It should be a hit. That was a tough one to grab. I don't know if that would
Yeah.
be considered an error there at all because it was such a hard hit.
Had an argument one time with a guy. Well, I don't know about an argument. Discussion one time about what's a hit, what's an error. And he was like, hey, if it touches the leather, it's an error. And I'm like, I don't know if I fully believe that.
That's tough to say.
Exactly.
If you're outstretched, diving on the floor for one,
right.
and it hits the end of the glove, there's nothing you could do about that.
And they did give Yates a hit on that, which I think is the correct call. So
Logan Levitt stepping up to the plate here for the Flyers. 2 runners on, 1 on first, 1 on second, 1 out. Scoreless still here in the bottom of the first.
Logan Levitt batting .341 right now for the Flyers. One of my favorite players to watch here in Region 9. Whether it's at the plate or down there at the hot corner, I just love watching Levitt and the way he plays baseball. You know, comes from a baseball family for sure.
Yeah.
Older brother played at Utah Tech or Dixie State, whatever you want to call it.
Schroeder on the mound here for the Panthers. Takes a step off the edge of the mound and looks over to second. Doesn't throw over.
He says, I see you out there, Boston. You know, this is a fun rivalry. It's the oldest Washington County rivalry that we have here, with Pineview opening in '84, I believe. I just here in the press box. Sorry, Hurricane.
Listen, Hurricane, Enterprise, both Washington County schools, been around a long time, but different sizes for a long time as well.
That's for sure. Oh.
Off the end of the bat, sending it into right field. It drops in. That's going to bring a run in from second, maybe even the one around from first. He's going to go for it, waving him on through. Looking for a triple here is Levitt, and Levitt gets there safely to third and sends 2 runs home.
Great shot down the right field line. It was slicing on Campbell out there. He wasn't going to get to it. And good wills for Levitt all the way around, gets to third base.
And just like that, Dixie on the board with 2.
One out still.
And now it's Turley up to bat.
The designated hitter number 16, Carter Turley.
Carter Turley batting .405 for the Flyers. I can definitely see why he would be in that slot for the designated hitter.
And he's got a runner on scoring position over there in third. And again, only 1 out. There's some good opportunity for Dixie to get another run in here before they wrap up the first.
Now, I'm old school baseball. If I'm Carter, I'm thinking I just got to put this ball in play. Just got to put it in play. And we're going to push that run across.
That's a great curve there by Nash Schroeder. A ton of movement, sideways movement on that pitch. He got Turley turning, thinking it might hit him, and it came across for a strike.
Yeah, that slider has a lot of movement right
now. It does. Fastball outside.
Just off the plate.
Yeah, and I've noticed that pitch a few times from him. And that was one of the things I remember about him from last season as well, is that he's got a lot of movement.
So if I'm Turley, I'm just thinking, hey, ground ball up the middle.
This one off the edge of the bat again, heading into shallow right.
Do it.
It's caught, tagging up from third, play at the plate. And he drops the ball. He's safe.
That was just far enough for it to happen for sure. But good arm out there by Campbell.
We'll check it out on the replay here.
It was offline just a little bit, but
Turley sends it into right field. The play is made by Campbell. Throws it in. You know, that's a tough throw to make, but I feel like he did put it just about as good as he could. Just about there.
The Panthers are checking the runner if he left early, and he's safe.
Just for kicks, let's check it on the replay. Maybe we can see it on the replay.
I was watching it pretty closely too. I don't think there's any kind of a call.
Check it out here. There's the catch. We don't have it on the replay, but
good hitting though.
Swung on and bouncing out of play
to get yourself an RBI.
And this is Max Orton, second base for the Flyers, up to bat right now. He sends another one foul. 0-2 count.
Max Orton batting .319 for the Flyers. Second baseman for the Flyers. Whoa!
Another one sent foul. That one hammered.
He turned on that one. That one. He squared that one up.
And it was a high pitch as well, but just got the jump on it and sent it for a ride, but way foul.
Again, just an incredible park here at Dixie High School.
Orton doing a really good job protecting the plate right now, sending a few foul. He's seen 4 pitches, swung at all of them, had contact with all of them.
You know, we were talking earlier today on our show is there's really not a better place in Region 9 or maybe even the state to watch a high school baseball game, just with how their stadium seating is here. All the amenities that they have here are really unmatched.
Here's the pitch. Outside.
Came a little sidearm on that. Maybe changed the arm angle out there, Schroeder did.
Here's the 2-2. Outside, full count. We're looking at pitch number 8 for this at-bat right now for Orton. Schroeder now up to 20 pitches, looking at 21 here. And off the edge of the bat, they say.
Yep, drop third
It
strike.
was into, drop third strike. So
Threw him out
I
of
thought
first.
it might have been off the edge of the bat, but it went off the edge of the glove instead.
Yep.
So there we go. First inning done, but Dixie's able to get a few runs in. 3 runs for Dixie to none so far for Pineview. 3-0 Dixie lead here through the first inning on the Fan Sports Network. More coming up right after this.
Discover elegance at the Awning Company. Join us at the St. George Parade of Homes this week. See our exquisite awnings featured in select homes. Elevate your outdoor space with us. Call for a free quote today.
Don't miss our big anniversary sale at Patio Furniture. We're offering the biggest savings of the year. From umbrellas to sofa set to accessories, don't miss out on our anniversary sale from February 15th through the 24th. Visit our new showroom today.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome back in, everybody, to your Boulevard home game of the week here on the Fan Sports Network. Dixie leads 3-0.
Southern Utah, Roger. It's Mill.
And first pitch, strike. The discussion in here right now about names. Mark, where do you stand?
Oh, it's Mill in here.
It's Millen here, and that's how I've always said
That's
it.
how I've always understood it in Southern Utah for sure.
One count.
Boy, this. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
I was just going to say, swung on and missed there for strike two.
Boy, this Panther team really young.
Yeah.
They've got several freshmen starting in the field and hitting here. Line drive foul. Yeah, there's just this is a young team.
It is. It is a very young team.
And
Another one foul.
There's nothing better than game reps. I mean, these are varsity ABs that these boys are getting, and it's just going to pay dividends the older they get as sophomores, juniors, seniors.
Another one, a hopper foul down the third baseline. Yeah, nothing like getting some varsity reps when you're a young underclassman. And I say young, I mean those freshmen, sophomores.
And he's batting .276. That's
got him swinging there for out number one.
really, I mean, that's good for a freshman.
Oh, yeah.
Playing varsity ball.
100%. That one swung on and missed.
Jack
to
DeWitt.
DeWitt.
He's batting .250 for the Panthers.
Hit over to third into the gap.
Just out of the outstretched dive of Logan Levitt there in the 5-6 hole.
Yeah, perfectly placed hit. And again, right through the gap, gets him on first base.
Now left fielder Cisneros.
Pops this one up down the right field line. It's heading towards the wall and stays in play, but is not able to fall into a glove.
Yeah, just there was the old triangle out there, and they all converse. A right fielder, second baseman, and first baseman. They all converse at the same spot at the same time, but they were all a half a step away from the ball. Thought we were going to have a collision out there for a second.
It worries me when I see that many bodies looking straight up and running all towards the same spot. Here's the pitch from Yates. And got him swinging there. Tried to hold back on it.
Yeah, a little check swing right there. Just didn't hold back enough.
So Cisneros now facing the 0-2. One out. Runner on first in the pitch. Sent over to second. Picked up by Orton. Hands it off to short, and he makes the throw to first. It's a double play, and that'll clear out the inning.
Yep, classic 4-6-3 double play right there. The Flyers end the inning. They'll come back And we'll have Franco, Bartholomew, and Zeph, the next 3 at bat for the Flyers.
60-second break. We'll be back right after this.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington
This
Walmart.
cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Back at it here. Coming in a little early as the catcher had to get set up there, but shout out to some of our great sponsors. Team D Auto Sales. We never really got around to those Team D Auto Sales keys to the game just because, again, we got a little bit of a late start on the broadcast. But some of the Team D Auto Sales keys to the game, one of those for Pineview is just to keep it a clean game. You know, try to avoid the errors, and they've already seen errors today. So that's one of the things that I want them to look out for is just trying to keep it clean.
Yeah, and for Schroeder to keep his pitch count down. He needs to be in this game as long as he can against this Flyer lineup. Pineview has had that that MO of when Schroeder comes out, the team, the hitting team really takes advantage of that, and so Schroeder really needs to focus on his pitch count, stay in this game as long as he can to try to manage this Flyer lineup.
Absolutely. Well, here we go into the bottom of the second inning where the Flyers lead 3-0. Franco up to bat. Here's the pitch.
Oh,
and man, that slider's got some sweet movement.
That will bend your knees if you're a hitter. It's got a lot of movement.
When he's throwing it inside, he's getting a lot of guys trying to turn on it. Like this one sent into left field. It drops, takes a hop over. It's a ground roll double. Gets him on to second. Man, that's one of those you wish it doesn't hop the fence. You get a triple off of that.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
How about the first grandpa? The first grandpa that comes in the press box gets a free Kona Ice.
Well, how about that? They're
There
giving
you
away
go.
free Kona Ice today
Man,
here.
get over here to Don Lay Flyer Field because the PA announcer, Roger Erickson, he's just giving away everything
Well,
right
he
now.
said the first grandpa. So if you're a grandpa and you're watching the game here from the field, maybe you're watching the stream as well. I mean,
I love it.
got to come on over.
There's just nothing like baseball. Football, basketball, outside for ball one. I mean, there's just nothing like a baseball game. They're just, I don't know. They're to me, they're just so entertaining, a lot of fun.
One ball, runner on second. Pitch outside, make it 2-0 count.
It's like when we go down to an Aviators game.
Yeah.
They do all those between inning kids races and all kinds of stuff. It's just something about baseball that just brings out the fun in people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Looks over to second, checks him over there, and doesn't throw, steps off the mound. Yeah, what you talk about, especially something like that, an Aviators game, AAA baseball, that's so much fun. And it translates over to the high school level as well. I think we have some pretty good fun ball games here in Southern Utah. Now, Bartholomew's facing a 3-0 count.
I mean, you're in the 8-hole here. I got to think he's got a red light, but
Inside, and sends him on walking.
So now 2 on, no outs. And again, this is the 7, 8, 9 part of the lineup for the Flyers, and this is where Schroeder really needs to really bear down and not give him free passes, man. He's got to make them put it in play. I know that Franco led off with a double. Hey, if he leads off with a double, you tip your hat to him, and you move on to the next hitter. But you can't give him free passes.
He's looking to bunt here. Outside pitch.
Absolutely, with no outs. Yeah, that's a
1-0 count now.
I'm sure he's going to square around again, which he does. Oh, then he pulls
He
back
pops
and
it up.
swings away.
Pops it up. It's heading again to that same spot. We've had a few heading out there.
Oh.
That one falls in, diving for it, not making the grab. I appreciate
What?
the athleticism.
Effort by Chase at first base. He was moving towards home plate because Zeph was showing bunt, and all of a sudden he pulls back and swings away, and Chase really had to backpedal and try to run that ball down the first base side and just couldn't quite get it. What an effort.
Stepping out of the box and right back on in. Zep pulls back on that one. Again, looking to bunt.
Yeah.
Pulls back on that, facing a 2-1 count now. 3 runs have come across with a runner right now on second for the Flyers. Pineview yet to score. Sitting in the bottom of the second inning with no outs.
Well, I love the idea of a bunt. I think that's the right call for the batter at the plate, especially with 2 on, no outs.
Runner goes, and this one's fouled away.
Yeah. I'm wondering if Bartholomew maybe missed a sign because Franco was off on the pitch, and Bartholomew down at first base was not. So I don't know if he missed a sign or if Franco was taking things in his own hands, and he's like, I'm going to third.
Well, sometimes the runner sees things, and he just takes it into his own hands. Sure. It's 2-2 count here.
Now he won't bunt with 2 outs or 2 strikes.
Oh, got him looking right down the middle.
Outs, good pitch by Schroeder. Outside part of the plate. Caught that corner with a fastball. But this Flyer lineup just keeps coming at you. Now you got BYU recruit Ridge Erickson coming to the plate.
Back up to the top of the lineup here. Wasn't able to get a hit in the beginning. His first at-bat. Here's the pitch. Runner goes. They're going to try to pick him off. They got him. They got him, and the runner over at first stayed there. So Franco, again, you were talking about it. Franco's really trying to get onto that third base.
And I don't know what he was seeing. I mean, because a base hit's going to score you from second, just maybe not as easy as if you're down at third. But
it'd be interesting here if Erickson does get a base hit, then you would take that back all day long.
Now he's going to whip it
down to first. That was close.
Millen showing off his arm.
Oh, let's see that on the replay here real quick.
He's probably whispering in Ridge's ear, hey, how'd you like that throw, Ridge?
Yeah, that throw down to first was quick. It was close.
That pitch in the left-handed batter's box.
Now facing a 3-0 count.
3-0 count.
Here's the pitch. Swung on, miss. I'm surprised he's swinging there on a 3-0.
Well, there's a couple of hitters in this lineup that would have a green light with 3-0, and Ridge is definitely one of them for sure.
Yeah. This one rocked out into left. Going back. Did he make the grab? He got it. Wow.
Wow.
That was sent high and far, but it fell in at the warning track right into the glove of Cisneros out there.
Yeah, nice catch out there by the left fielder.
Check it out on the replay. The hit again. He carried that. He was watching it for a second too. He thought it was gone, but the catch made. He kind of collides with the wall just a little bit, but that will clear us out of the inning. Out of the second inning, it is 3-0. Flyers lead on the Fan Sports Network. More coming up right after this.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
We are Utah's financial outfitter, and we're here when it's time for your business to climb higher. Guest Valley Bank, mountains await. Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Welcome back in, everybody, to the Boulevard Home Game of the Week. You know, we got lucky. They gave us some food up here in the booth today.
Oh, dude, they always take care of us here at Dixie High School. It's a class organization for sure.
So if you hear me chewing on something, no, you didn't.
Chick-fil-A. Shout out to Chick-fil-A, whether they're one of our sponsors or not.
That's right. No, they do take care of us here at Dixie. And, again, another reason why it's one of our favorite places to come broadcast a game, right?
Yep. So Pineview back at the top of the order here. They're going to have Millen, Chase, and Shakespeare. Yates still on the bump. He's at 38 pitches. Going to throw his 39th here.
And here it is, Yates. That one's a little low and outside for ball 1. Well, again, we've been well underway with some baseball now for quite a few weeks here in Southern Utah, but of course the MLB just getting started with opening day over the weekend.
Yeah.
And now it feels like once those opening day series get all wrapped up, which they have, it's into the marathon we go.
That's right. It's into the marathon for sure. And before you know it, we'll be in the dog days of summer. All-star break. Then we'll be talking postseason baseball.
And that'll happen before you know it, too. Popped up into center field. Coming in on it is Franco, and he makes the grab. Out number 1 for the Flyers.
That's the old can of corn right there, Caden.
Absolutely. That brings up Chase.
Lefty.
Who turned on it enough to get the strike call? Yes, he did.
Nope. No, he called it.
Didn't. No, he called it off. Okay.
Lefty on lefty.
That one comes across as a strike. It's one of those where when you do have a left-handed pitcher, you do have a few lefties in the lineup. You're always thankful for that.
Yeah.
A couple of lefties. That one comes across ball 2. 2-1 count. And got him for strike 2. Oh.
That one just caught the outside part of the plate.
Fouled away. Feels like right now Yates is in a rhythm. He's moving quick. He's getting a lot of pitches off quickly here. And that'll make the count full.
Yeah, pitchers that have good rhythm, you know, you want to get that ball right back from the catcher, get set, get ready to go.
And got him walking. So now Pineview sitting with a runner on first. I believe Chase has walked twice today, if I'm not mistaken. Shakespeare got a hit. His first at bat as well.
Lefty. And like I said, his first at bat, he's batting .500 for the season, so he has been hot the entire season so far.
And that one outside for ball one.
Boy, that looks like it's just missing off of the outside part of the plate. There's been very similar pitches that we've seen have been called strikes, so he just must be missing on some of those.
That one in.
That one catches the inside part for a strike.
The 1-1 count, one out. Here's the pitch. Just a little bit of a small shot over the middle of the field. They get one out at second.
Yeah,
Just a tiny hopper.
Yeah, I couldn't get the guy at first. With it was a kind of a high hop, and Vest had to come in towards the pitcher and kind of field that. And then he flipped it back
to Orton,
and Orton just couldn't quite get enough on that throw to get the speedy Shakespeare.
And that is a tough play to make right there. It's now Schroeder steps up to the plate. First pitch is inside, and that's ball one. So 2 outs here in the top of the third. 3-0 Dixie leads. Now facing a 2-0 count. I want to thank all those that are watching the broadcast on the fansportsnetwork.com or listening on the radio on the Fan Sports Network on 99.5 or 95.3. Off the end of the bat, fielded by Levitt, throws it over to second, and they get it there for the out.
And he is fun to watch down there at third base.
He is absolutely tons of fun to watch over there. And no runs scored there for Pineview, so they keep it there at 3-0. Dixie leads. Dixie's got a chance now to add a few onto the board here in the bottom of the third. More when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Red Ledge's Dermatology and Med Spa, specializing in general and cosmetic.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Inspired design. Ultra-quiet operation. To you, it's a Bryant Evolution cooling system. To us, it's the ultimate machine.
All set.
For the dealer nearest you, visit Bryant.com.
Back at it here at Conway Flyer Field. And pretty nice night out there tonight, Mark.
Yeah, there's a slight breeze blowing from the west in from center field. So to get it up over that D and straight away center field, you're really going to have to square one up because the wind, the breeze, I'm not going to call it a wind. The breeze is not helping you.
No,
as a
not
hitter.
much. Not much. I want to thank some of our great sponsors like Finley Subaru. We're looking for that Finley Subaru star of the game, and I don't know if we've seen it quite yet. I don't know who would be our star yet, but we're still early into this one.
Number 7, Boston Vest.
Boston Vest getting ready to step up to the plate. Looked to bunt, pulled back on it, but it called strike one.
Yeah, I don't think he has any intention of laying one down with his hitting prowess, but you show bunt a little bit. You make those corner infielders just think a little bit more.
Yeah, maybe try to pull some of them in, right? But now he's swinging here with the 0-2 count. Here's Schroeder. Goes high. Schroeder again on the 1-2. Outside. 2 apiece.
Check swing. They peeled down to first base, and no swing on that.
Off the end of the bat, straight over to second base. Play made by DeWitt easily for out number 1.
You know, and again, we're bottom of 3 here, and Schroeder's at 42 pitches. Not bad, but again, he needs to be in this game as long as he possibly can.
The pitcher, Braxton Yates.
Brings up Braxton Yates.
Yates has been a common name around Flyer Field for many years. Yates family certainly have that Flyer blood flowing through them, older brothers.
Now facing a 2-0 count is Yates. That slider, man. He's got some good movement on it. Looks
Yeah,
like it's heading straight outside, and it cuts right back in. The break on that's quite impressive from Nash Schroeder.
Yeah. Like I said, it'll make as a hitter, it'll make your knees buckle for sure.
In the dirt. It's now a 3-1 count.
Yeah, fastball. He just kind of spiked it right there. Right at the front foot of Yates.
Schroeder, one of the better basketball players in this region as
Oh,
well. Yates pushes that one into right center field, and it's picked up by Shakespeare for out number 2.
And, you know, you look at that flag out there, and it's blowing just a little bit more than it was from between innings, which I'm sure didn't help that one at all. But I don't think he got all of that one anyways.
No.
Just got under it a little bit.
So Logan Levitt comes up to the plate. He's 1 for 1 tonight. That one low and outside for ball 1. Here's the pitch from Schroeder. Gets that one to go for strike 1.
Yeah, early in the count, good hitters they're fastball hunting, so that's not your pitch if you're Logan, especially with all that break that Schroeder's throwing with it.
Some fouled away.
I think he wants that one. I think Vest wants that one back. That was
Levitt?
one, or Levitt.
Yep.
Sorry, I think he wants that one back. He missed a good opportunity right there. Fastball, a little bit high.
Another one spiked in the dirt. 2-2. We've seen some good hitting so far in this game.
Oh, we've had a double. We've had a triple. We've also had some bad base running.
That too.
Off the shot.
Off the barrel hard, and it'll be a single into right field.
Yeah, line drive right out there to the right fielder. Got down quick.
So that puts a runner on now as Levitt finds his way to first.
Flyers looking for a 2-out rally here. Schroeder's looking to get out of the inning, save some pitches.
2-out rallies brought to you by Rally Stop this
There you
season.
go. Thank you, Rally Stop. Schroeder looking for a rally stop here.
Yeah. Schroeder looking for the rally stop, and Flyers looking for the rally. First pitch is in the dirt for ball 1. Turley up to the plate. Look for the pick back to first. He's not there in time, and safe hit the bag.
I'm loving watching Millen here behind the plate as well. He's got a quick release. He's got a good arm. Down to first, down to third. We've already seen that a few times, where he hosed Franco down there.
Yeah.
That was part of that bad base running that we were talking about earlier.
See, and that's one of those where Schroeder with that slider was aiming right down the middle and ends up outside.
Yeah.
And for Turley's sake, he didn't swing at it. But I can only imagine as a batter, that looks like it's got to be coming right down the pipe.
Well, and as a right-handed hitter as well, we've seen it several times where you think it's going to get him and it breaks in and catches the inner part of the plate.
That's a good piece of hitting right there by Turley, sending it into shallow right field for the base hit. So now runners on first and second, 2 outs. We talk about that 2-out rally. Maybe it'll come to fruition here with Turley stepping up. Schroeder sitting at 56 pitches as Max Orton has stepped up to the plate here. Yeah, there's a game delay here.
They're all looking out towards the parking lot. I can kind of hear some people talking. Maybe there were some headlights.
Well, there are headlights out in the outfield out there, but I don't know if those are the ones that
No, they were looking over
so.
here behind the Flyer dugout, behind first base. Or I'm sorry, behind the Panther dugout, behind first base.
And we're back into the action here. Sent into center field. That should be out number 3, and it is. Shakespeare making the play.
Yeah, we had a lot of action in the first inning, and it's been just kind of some zeros on the board here lately.
Exactly. And that'll send us into the top of the 4th inning. So when we come back, the 4th inning, where the Flyers lead 3-0 over the Pineview Panthers. More coming up next on the Fan Sports Network.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
Welcome back in, everybody. It's the Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. We got Porter Campbell stepping up to the plate here. In the top of the 4th inning. Stepped out of the box. They gave him the timeout.
One of my pet peeves, I don't think the umpire should give that hitter that timeout. When that pitcher is in his windup and going, I just don't think they should grant him that timeout. But that's just one of my little pet peeves.
Understandable. One pitch sent foul, the other one inside and low. It's ball 1 and strike 1.
Yeah, an update behind us, soccer field. Flyers up 4-0 right now.
Hey,
on Desert Hills. Speaking of Desert Hills, earlier today in baseball, got the win up in Cedar.
Yep. 12-0.
With Cedar, you always got those early starts. No lights up there. I know, it's 2024.
You know, we had talked to the coaches about that last media day, so a year ago, and they said we can get lights when us and Canyon View both get lights.
That's it. To me, that's ridiculous.
I think they both should just get lights. What are they waiting for? Just give them both lights.
Yates.
Caught him looking there.
With the K.
Yeah, just give them both lights. That's what I say. So Stubbs gets up to the plate, facing one out now. Nobody on. And here's the pitch from Yates.
Oh.
Over to third. Oh. Over the outstretched glove of Levitt, and that's going to go into the outfield for a single there.
Just over the outstretched glove of Levitt down there. Not much gets by him, but that one did.
To get out on the replay. Sent out into the left, and again, easy single. So send it over to third. It just goes foul.
Yeah.
This is Millen up the bat.
Probably a good thing for Logan, too. He didn't quite field that one cleanly like he has those other opportunities earlier on in the game.
Yeah, the foot slipped a little bit there. Here's the pitch from Yates. Outside.
Started outside and stayed outside.
That pitch also outside. 2-1 count. One out. Runner on first.
You know, if he brings those in, he might chase on those, but those are just too far out. He's not even giving him the opportunity to chase. Then he comes inside.
Yeah. Takes it way inside there. It's a 3-1 now. And swinging there. Full count now. Here to Millen. And the pitch.
Oh.
Inside. Puts runners on first and second.
One out. Panthers have a little something going here.
And now Jack DeWitt will step up to the plate.
Jack got to hit his first at-bat. Little meeting at the mound going on right now.
Yep, meeting at the mound brought to you by Udi and Associates, your local American Family Insurance agent. Call Luke today, 435-251-9102. You can get a free quote with him, see how much you can save. Quick mound meeting there, and Yates will get back into the action. Again, runners on first and second, and now facing off against DeWitt. Swung on, back pick over to first, got him.
Yeah, again, those are those catcher arms. Erickson just whipped it down to Bartholomew. Perfect throw, perfect catch by Bartholomew.
Check it out
lays
here.
Down the tag.
On the replay, boom, got him.
Beautiful.
What a play.
And, you know, it's kind of a mini rally killer right there. You had 2 on, 1 out. DeWitt here, 1 for 1 on the game, and Yates is having a little bit of a difficult time throwing strikes right now. So kind of a little rally killer right there by Erickson with that back pick down to first.
Nate started with a low pitch count. He's edging towards 70 now.
Yeah.
Another
But
one low.
The Flyers can afford that. They're a little bit deeper, I think, with their pitching staff than the Panthers are. I don't think Coach Walker would disagree with that at all. You always want more arms in your system, and not just arms, but good quality arms with experience.
Right.
And we know this Panther team is a little young, for sure.
It's full count now after that last pitch called strike. So full count, 2 outs, runner on second. And the pitch swung on, got him.
Wow, good pitch. Fastball inside on the hands. And DeWitt just can't get around on it.
So that sends us to the bottom of the fourth, where the score, Flyers lead 3-0 over Pineview. We'll be back right after this.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit holbrookasphalt.com to discover more.
Welcome back in to our Boulevard Home Game of the Week here on the Fan Sports Network. Boulevard Home, making your house a home for 50 years here in Southern Utah.
Man, what a beautiful, beautiful night here in St. George for a baseball game. A slight breeze blowing in from center field, but other than that, these are ideal conditions.
It really is an absolutely beautiful day. 66 degrees out there with the sun down, and that's, you know what? I take that all day long. That's an amazing temperature right there for a baseball game.
Yeah, that's tasty.
A little bit of a breeze, but that just, again, cools you off just a little bit. It's not too bad. So here we go, bottom of the fourth inning. And Franco steps up to the plate, takes the first one, strike one.
Now remember, Franco led off. I can't remember if he led off the inning or not with that double. I think it was. He led off with a double last.
He did, yeah.
His last at bat, and then right back up the middle.
Right back at Schroeder, rolls in for a single into center field.
Boy, that was a shot. He has hit the ball hard twice, both at bats against Schroeder. He's seeing the ball really well out of Nash's hand.
And here it is on the replay. You can see that hit right back. Schroeder nearly got there in time too, but that's one of those scary moments as a pitcher when you see that ball headed right back towards you.
Now we'll see if the Flyer coaching staff can kind of put the reins on Franco here a little bit, being on the base paths.
Well, they checked him over there at first.
Because it seemed like last time he was on the paths, he kind of had a mind of his own out there. And it wasn't just on the called strike there on the outside corner. It just wasn't on the play where he got thrown out. You know, might have been a couple of pitches earlier, but you know he was going and the runner at first wasn't during the hit during the AB.
That one said foul down the third base line.
So we'll keep an eye on that with Franco down there at first.
Facing an 0-2 count here is Bartholomew. Off the end of the bat, sending it over foul off the first base line. And keep the count at 0-2.
You know, the Flyers, they scored 3 in the bottom of the first, and it's been zeros ever since. We're in the bottom of the fourth here. 3-0, Flyers still.
This one hit into the gap between first and second, rolling into right field, and it's going to be an easy single.
You know, Campbell out there in right field, he's kind of shown off his arm a couple of times out there. And I think, you know, certainly with 0 outs, Franco made the right call right there, holding up at second base.
Yeah, definitely the right call.
You don't want to make the first or third out down there at third. That's baseball 101, Caden.
Absolutely. Zep up, Franco.
There goes Franco.
He's going to try again. Did he get under it?
Oh,
safe.
That was a close call down there. And again, Franco just kind of going on his own because down there at first base, Bartholomew's still standing.
Let's check it out. The replay, he gets a pretty good jump on it, and the throw was high. Coach is coming out to appeal it just to make sure that it was the right call. And checking it out right there, I mean, it was right there. It was close, but had that throw been a little more on target, it might have been an easier out call to make.
Again, you know, when a head coach goes out there, and it's really, whether it's baseball, basketball, doesn't matter. You know, they're not gonna change the call. They're working for the next call.
Exactly.
And so Coach Walker went out there and voiced his frustrations with that. Hey, 50-50 call as far as Coach Walker's concerned. He wants the next 50-50 call.
Yeah. You plead your case for the next one. Absolutely. So still no outs. Runner on third and one over there on first. Looking to bunt and gets this one high.
Oh.
Throw over to first. He's out there. Play at the plate and safe.
Good. Okay, so, hey, let's tip your cap to Franco. Right? Bad base running the first time he was out there. Good base running that time. He waited until the ball was thrown to first, and then he took off, and it really wasn't even close.
Yeah, this is one of those situations where you win some, you lose some, and it started, you lose some, and this time you win some.
You know, aggressive base runners, you know, hey, a lot of times it works out, just like you said. A lot of times, sometimes it doesn't. The first time it didn't with Franco. This time it did. And, again, I can see already that he is an aggressive base runner.
Well, and again, right there, he saw what the bunt did. He came off first. And credit to Schroeder. Schroeder looked over to third.
Yeah, he did.
To see if he was going to run home. He wasn't. He made the play at first, which was right. Get that out. And the play at the plate was close, just not close enough.
Yep.
And again, the aggressive base running paid off for Dixie there. They now lead 4-0. Ridge Erickson back through to the top of the lineup. In the dirt and able to stay in front of it is Millen. Only one out again, so Dixie still has a chance with a runner in scoring position here to maybe get a little bit more on the board in the bottom of the fourth inning.
67 pitches right now for Schroeder.
A beautiful break on that last pitch by Schroeder. Dumped it right in there for strike number one. Here's the pitch. Inside and catching the zone for strike two.
Yeah, I'm telling you that with right-handed hitters, that ball is going right at their front shoulder, and it just breaks right there at the tail end and catches the inner part of that strike zone, that plate. It's a great pitch by Nash. Oh, Bach.
Oh, Bach.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah, saw that one. And if I can see it, I know the umpires can see it.
Yeah. I want to see if we caught that on the replay. We'll see if we can get a good look at it. Oh, we just missed.
Oh, yeah.
Just got the tail end of it, but sure enough it was. So now runner on third. A good pitch, just a little high. Pitch outside now, full count. So again, Ridge Erickson, the one up to bat right now. And he'll walk.
And looks like Coach Walker's going to go out and
another mound meeting there. He's at 71 pitches. He's getting close. He's got Boston Vest coming up.
He's got. I think he's got more in the tank. I don't know how Coach Walker operates. If he goes out and has, we'll go out and talk to him and come back. A lot of times the head coach only goes out when they're going to yank him.
Yeah.
But I haven't watched Coach Walker enough to know his little intricacies.
Well, again, this is.
But he is going to talk to him. We're going to leave him out there, and I think that's smart.
Yeah. And this is one of those young coaches that we have in Region 9 as well with Coach Walker. So,
been around baseball for probably all of his life.
He's been, yeah. Just because he might not be a seasoned head coach doesn't mean he's not seasoned with baseball.
Yeah.
Yeah, he knows his stuff for sure. So 1 out, runner on first and third, and Boston Vest will step up to the plate. Here's the pitch. He got a good pull on that one, but
out there in the
didn't
quite make the parking lot. Where you parked at, Caden?
I think I'm far enough back in that parking lot. I'll be all right.
All right.
I'm not on this first row. I went to the second on purpose.
Wanted to make sure you weren't pulling a rookie mistake on us
No,
here.
yeah, I didn't want to park right next to the baseball field. I'm not doing that. So, again, 1-1 count, 2 runners on, timeout. As Millen takes a step up. And Schroeder. Runner goes. The play over to second. Looks like he's there. Got him. Got him.
I got to tell you, I'm impressed with Millen's arm down here.
Yeah, he's looking good.
He really does. Yeah, I'm impressed by watching this catcher for the Panthers. It's been back picks. It's been throwing down to second. Pretty much everything that Ridge Erickson does.
Yeah. Ridge being one of the top catchers in the region. I mean, obviously, when you get an offer to BYU, you're going to be one of the top catchers. But Millen's putting on a show behind the plate.
He really is.
Full count right now to Boston Vest. And now with 2 outs and only 1 run on. See if he can bat this one in. No, instead he will take the walk and head on over to first. So Vest is walked. That brings up Yates. Pitch is outside. It's a 1-0 count. Here in the bottom of the 4th, 2 outs. Hard hit over to second base. Fielded cleanly by DeWitt and thrown over to first for the out. And only 1 run gets across in this inning, which Dixie seemed to have a few opportunities. A lot of players have found their way on base, but they're able to walk out of that one with only 1 run on. So 4-0, Dixie leads as we now head to the top of the 5th here on the Fan Sports Network. More after this.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
Don't miss our big anniversary sale at Patio Furniture. We're offering the biggest savings of the year. From umbrellas to sofa set to accessories, don't miss out on our anniversary sale from February 15th through the 24th. Visit our new showroom today.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegber from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Welcome back in, everybody. It's the Boulevard Home Game of the Week. And we are into the 5th inning here on the Fan Sports Network. Caden Formaster here on the broadcast, and Mark Musgrave.
The voice, you know.
Mark, been a while since we've been able to call a game together, so this is a nice treat. We do the show together all the time.
Yes.
But now we actually get to do a game together,
Yep.
so this is fun.
Hey, new pitcher for the Flyers.
Yeah.
Jake Andreas. Now, he is coming in on the bump for the Flyers. You know, he's 20th in strikeouts here in the region. So, like I said, the Flyer arms just seem to be a little bit more deeper than the Panther arms. So, because I think it's really key that Schroeder stays out there as long as he can for the Panthers.
Yeah, and Andres is one that throughout this season so far, we've seen him have moments where he'll start. And,
exactly.
And he plays, he plays really good ball out there on the mound. As the first one comes across for ball 1.
Oh, good breaking ball right there.
Good movement. Kind of 1-1 now. And another one breaking, this time just a little too high, and it's ball 2. So again, 4-0 here, Flyers lead.
Cisneros 0 for 1 tonight.
Swing and a miss at that one for strike 2. Score update brought to you by Nets on Fire. As Crimson Cliffs leads over Snow Canyon 6-3. They just barely got another run in, just as we mentioned that in the bottom of the third. So, yeah, 6-3 right now. They've got 2 runners on. Parker Andrus up to bat at the moment. And this one will find its way into a gap, into shallow left, fielded and thrown over to second, so it'll be an easy single.
Nice AB there by Cisneros. He waited for one that he liked and really drove one right there over Boston Vest. Nice line drive.
So Kyson Millen now up to the plate. And again, he's been extremely impressive from his catcher position as he pulls this one foul towards the Flyer dugout.
Yeah, he's been fun to watch tonight. I've been impressed thoroughly. You know, we've talked about this on our show from the bleachers on the Fan Sports Network, but I really think these top 4 teams, and I'm gonna throw Pineview into the mix, but it's really the top 4. You know, I think the region's gonna be decided by a team that can sweep one of those other 3 teams, because right now there's such good teams in the region. You've got to be hoping for a split for sure, and maybe you can sweep one of these teams. Maybe Crimson can sweep Snow Canyon if they get the win tonight. I think that's how close I think the region is going to be this year.
I think so too.
Between 4, maybe 5 teams.
Yeah, it is just that close. It's now facing a 3-1 count is Millen, but yeah, you make a very good point. Even Dixie, as good of a team as they are sitting at number 1 in the state, they split with Desert Hills, right? That's not where you want to be. This one's a strike and makes the count full. But again,
And
Yeah.
they split
This
against
is how it
Crimson
goes.
as well.
They split against Crimson. Desert Hill splits against Crimson.
So it's we'll see what Snow Canyon does against Crimson this week. But that's swing and a miss. But yeah, I really think the region's going to be decided by that, whether maybe Dixie can sweep Snow Canyon or vice versa. I think that's how it's going to be decided.
Yeah,
it's going to be that close.
That one fouled away for strike one. And again, runner on first here for the Panthers.
The hitter, I believe, is looking for catcher's interference. Some discussion going on here. Coach Walker's going to come out and talk to the home plate umpire, but that's the only thing I can kind of think of is what they're being discussed right now. I'm not sure. Like I said, is catcher's interference, and the umpires are going to huddle after Coach Walker talked to them, and I don't think they're going to change anything here because, I mean, really neither umpire made a call of any significance. Like, they didn't see it, they didn't hear it. I will say, though, the batter, Chase, right away, made the argument, like right away.
Yeah. Yeah, they're taking their time to discuss, too. While they meet, give a shout out to some of our great sponsors, like Down East. You can get into Down East, see their most popular feather sectional. It's perfect for hosting game day at your house. Furniture feels as good as it looks. You can visit them at 245 North Red Cliffs Drive. So now, umpire again over to talk with Coach Walker. And it doesn't look like they're changing their mind on this, but Coach Walker is still going to make sure that he makes his presence known.
Yeah, and hey, he's again, hey, this is 2 now. This is 2.
Now, again, we're kind of up here. We're in the press box up here behind home plate, so it'd be easier if we could hear it, because if there was some sort of interference on the play where he got a piece of the ball, you should hear a boom, boom, one from the glove, one from the ball, potentially, right?
Neither umpire made a call.
No.
I will say that the reaction of the hitter, Chase, leads me to believe maybe. But again, not being down there on the field, whether we can
That's too hard
see
to tell
it,
for us.
hear it, it's just tough to move on, tough to make that call, and they're going to leave it the way it is, 0-1.
Well, if you're Chase, just get up there and hit a double.
Oh.
Ooh. And, well, he gets thrown at, so.
Oh, and he flicks his bat.
He flicks his back way over towards the dugout. He is not happy.
And you know what? The first base coach is letting the home plate umpire know about it.
Now warnings are given out to the teams.
And I don't think there was anything intentional there. It was
I don't think there's malice.
At his feet.
It was spiked into the ground, and I really don't think there's malice there at all. But they are going to take a moment to pull the coaches in and say, all right, hey, let's calm down. Let's just play some ball.
If you're going at somebody, you don't want to go at their feet or their ankles. I mean, go at the mid part of their back. But, yeah, I don't think that there was any intent there at all. This should be a short discussion.
Yeah.
Like I said, the first base coach just, a call just went against you, if you're Pine View. You think there's been, a few calls maybe go against you, and they're just right there on that brink of the emotional status.
Right. So there's 1 out and 2 runners on as these coaches are meeting up.
I can't confirm or deny if I've ever been kicked out of a baseball game.
That leads me to believe you probably have.
Because of emotions.
I have never been kicked out of a sporting event.
Oh, Caden, your
I
first
got-
time will come. Hopefully.
I hope it doesn't. I want to, do rowdy
No,
right.
no. If you're a head coach, you got to defend your players.
I'm not a head coach.
What if you coach your youngsters in Little League?
Maybe one day.
Maybe not Little League.
Listen,
Don't do it. But
there was one. I was a Little League umpire back in my teenage years. You know how you do for.
Oh, you're
for-
one of
for
those,
kids.
huh?
So I did that a little bit, and I got this close to throwing out a coach, even at and that one throwing it at the legs.
again, same pitch right there. He's just not locating that pitch.
Yeah, but I was close
Now
to.
there's
Now the umpire, the umpire over there on the bases is talking about something. Maybe there's a there's a
maybe there's a
ball.
ball.
Yeah. Over by the backstop. You just want to make sure to clean that one up. All right, 1-0 count. 1 out. Runner on first, runner on second. Here in the top of the fifth.
a little chirpiness here. I like it here at Donley Flyer Field.
That pitch comes across for strike one. And another one in the dirt and right at the feet. Shakespeare's able to avoid it, and it's a 2-1 count.
Really a great opportunity here for the Panthers with 2 on, 1 out. Probably your best hitter at the plate here. It's a big moment for Shakespeare.
And throwing down to second, did not get him there. The umpire had to get out of the way of that one.
Oh, man. He just about got a ridge tattoo down there, the umpire.
Luckily, he was on his toes. He was paying attention.
Whew. I think he heard that one whiz by him.
It was close. That was close. 3-1 count. And Andreas pitches inside, and Shakespeare sends it for a right out of play and sends us to a full count. Andres looks for the sign and steps back. Looks to second, the pitch. Inside, got him.
Boy,
he hit him again.
Yeah.
And that'll load up the bases as well with only 1 out.
He is missing on that pitch right there. He just can't find that location, can't find that release point. I'm not sure if that's a slider or what he's trying to throw there, but he just can't get it there, especially to the left-handed hitters. It's going right at their feet.
Well, meeting on the mound.
And, hey, you've got your senior pitcher, Nash Schroeder, bases loaded, 1 out. Get yourself back into this game. You know, the old adage of Nash can help himself here, being the pitcher of record right now.
Now, if you're Jake Andreas right now as well, the one thing you're trying to do is keep it clean. You can't walk.
He's got to throw strikes.
You're just trying to, as you say, pitch to contact, right?
Yeah, pound the zone. Pound the zone, change speeds, but pound the zone.
So here we go. Schroeder up to bat. Base is loaded, and Pineview still looking to get a run on with 1 out on the board. Here's Andres.
Oh, there we go.
Good hit into the gap in left center. That'll bring in a couple of runs. Heading in to grab it is Franco. Franco picks it up at the wall. It's going to be a triple here. And he's in safe. Schroeder sends all 3 around.
A bases clearing triple for Nash Schroeder, the senior. And really, I would got to think he's the leader of this Pineview Panther team, and with Shakespeare as well. And what a way to lead right there.
Wow. What a change of events, and just like that. Ooh, that one thrown towards the head of Campbell.
And Ridge
looked to pick
receives
back,
it and tries to back pick Schroeder off, but Schroeder does get back safely.
This one hit, and
it's going to be a tough play.
They're going to try to make the play at home, and now in a pickle. And he's going to get down safe. No, out.
Got him. Oh, here comes Coach. Here comes Coach.
Coach is fired up. Coach Walker
up.
is extremely fired up, and he is right in the face of that home plate umpire. He's telling him to get back.
And again, but think of it from the Pineview standpoint. There's 3 calls that I think Coach Walker really thinks went against him here in the tonight. And he's letting his frustrations be known to the home plate umpire and to the infield umpire as well.
Well, and I don't think they've kicked him out yet, did they? Or did they just give him the warning and tell him to just get back to the dugout?
But, when you're a coaching staff and you feel that, call after call, especially those 50-50 calls, when you feel that you've got 3, 4, 5 of them all going against you, it really is frustrating. Now, our vantage point up here is I don't know if Ridge got him on the head. Umpire, 3 feet away has a much better view than I do. But when you're that coaching staff and you have those 50-50 calls, 4 or 5 of them go against you, it is very, very frustrating.
Yeah, it really is.
And I appreciate Coach Walker. I love a coach that defends his players, that will fight for his players, regardless of the call. I just love a head coach that will do that.
And I just watched it back on the replay there on just from our stream replay. I wasn't able to capture it here, but I went back and just, again, on YouTube. Good thing about YouTube, you can always go back and scrub back and watch it.
Were you able to?
My vantage point, I don't know if he quite made the tag.
Okay.
But again, I don't have the right angle on it.
Yeah.
It's hard to tell from our camera angle. I don't know if we had the right angle on it.
Right call, wrong call. Coach Walker thinks there's been 4 or 5 of those go against him, and they're frustrated over there.
Yeah.
Now they're in a ball game, 4-3.
Oh, yeah, and that could have been a tied ball game right there.
Good
dropped in there for a strike.
Yeah, good breaking ball there. And again, I think if he just pounds that zone a little bit, changes speeds, maybe change the eye level a little bit, but to really pound that zone.
And that one swung on and missed.
Andreas would really like to get out of this inning here. Because we've got ourselves a real live baseball game here now, 4-3.
Yeah, absolutely. Here's the pitch. Got him.
Yep.
And that'll take us into the bottom of the 5th inning. What an inning there for the Panthers. Nearly tying it up. Could have tied it up right there, but they at least got 3 in off of the triple from Nash Schroeder.
Man, Nash Schroeder with a clutch hit to the left center wall. And that kid's fast.
He's quick. He turned on the jets, made it all the way around. And we're going to take a 60-second break. When we come back, it's the bottom of the 5th inning here on the Fan Sports Network.
Check out this week's edition of TGIF on stgeorgenews.com. TGIF is your weekend adventure guide to all the fun and exciting things going on in Southern Utah this weekend. Find this week's edition at stgeorgenews.com and click the shows on the menu tab. Have a blast this weekend.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee, anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that could make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Welcome back in, everybody. It's your Boulevard Home Game of the Week on the Fan Sports Network. And boy, do we have a game tonight on this Tuesday night here at Dixie High School. 4-3 Flyers lead. They're going to get a chance to try to extend it here in the bottom of the 5th. But what a top of the 5th there for the Panthers.
Man, it got emotional. We did get confirmation from some other gentlemen here in the press box that Coach Walker was ejected from the game, from his arguments. And again, I get it, man. You want to defend your players. You want to work for that next call. And Kyler, Coach Walker just doesn't feel like he's been getting the treatment that he deserves for his players. So we'll see what happens. But we got a baseball game here, man. It's 4-3. Schroeder still on the bump for the Panthers. Flyers leading off with Logan Levitt. And we'll see if Schroeder can keep it close here.
Absolutely. Here's that first pitch.
Oh,
he drops it right in there. That's a nasty pitch.
That is nasty. That's the perfect word for that, too. That's just nasty.
Then he goes right back at him with a fastball. That was close. Just outside.
I had a great view of that one, and that one was just off. But it doesn't have to be a strike to be a great pitch. That was a great pitch.
That's a pitch that a lot of guys are going to swing at that one. So, again, on that breaking ball there, but this time some contact on it gets it sent foul for strike 2. This is one of the few fields here in Region 9 that faces southwest from the batter's perspective. Ooh, inside and high. You got Desert Hills that faces northwest.
Yeah, west-northwest, yeah.
You have Snow Canyon towards the southeast. Crimson and Pineview both towards the southeast as well. That one spiked into the dirt. Full count now.
Oh, high chopper.
High over to third base. The throw to first. Got him.
What a great play by Stubbs down there. He had to, the exchange from glove to hand and the release had to be perfect. It was, and a good hard throw over to first baseman Chase down there for the out. Man, that was a tough play.
Yeah, and a good look at it there on the replay. Bringing up now Carter Turley. Looking for a few different things still tonight. We haven't seen any of those Cache Valley Bank home runs yet.
But I was just checking the flag out there. The flag
dying
is
down, isn't it?
dying down and maybe even helping the hitters now. Not much, but it looks like it has changed a little tiny bit here.
Low for ball 2. 2-0 count here to Turley. High for ball 3. So 3-0 here. Schroeder sitting on 87 pitches at the moment. Should I say 88? This one about to be 89.
I'd love to get through the 5th here, if possible, with Schroeder. And maybe even come out and start the 6th, but that's not going to help right there.
No, it walks him.
Maybe get a, best case scenario for Schroeder right here. You get a ground ball, double play out of the inning, and then you can come out for maybe the entire 6th inning. And if I'm Schroeder here, I'm thinking that. I'm thinking, man, I gotta pound the zone. I gotta be low in the zone. We want a ground ball is what we want. I'm gonna live low, try to get that ground ball.
Max Orton steps up.
0 for 2 tonight.
Good pitch there by Schroeder. Strike one.
Yeah, outside part of the plate.
Good contact there, but he sends a foul. So now facing an 0-2 count.
Man, what a fun game it's been tonight.
Yeah.
The last game I was involved in was out at Snow Canyon, and
back pick over to first. Doesn't get there in time, but a strikeout nonetheless.
The last game I was involved in, it was a 15-0 Snow Canyon over Hurricane. So this 4-3, this has been fun tonight, especially with the calls that have been made, triples, doubles, back picks. I mean, we've had a little bit of everything except for a dinger.
Yeah, that's about true. Outside pitch, ball one.
Ejected head coach.
Yeah, how often do you see that?
I mean, we've had a little bit of everything. Schroeder looks to pick Turley off over there. He gets back.
Good hit into left field. Runner comes around from first. He's heading for third. The play's not going to be there in time. It's going to be a double.
Little bit of a bobble out there by Cisneros, which made it a no play at third, and I think it certainly gave Franco that double too, or as well, I should say.
And is that going to be it for Nash?
A little bit longer.
Give him a little bit more time, huh?
Is it 94? Panthers would love to have him finish off this inning.
So that brings up Bartholomew. Outside for ball one.
Just off the outside part of the plate.
In the dirt, runner's coming home. Play is not there.
And Millen has been superb all night. He just couldn't quite get in front of that one and keep it in front of him.
Yeah, just like that, though, it's now a runner on third, another run across. So 5-3, Dixie leads on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard.
Well, we were cruising right along, maybe, planning on being home around 9:30, and then this 4th and 5th inning hit, and it has...
It's slowed us down a little bit.
Yeah, definitely slowed us down a little bit, but it's been fun because it's been exciting. No question about it. If you're driving around St. George, come on over here and finish, watching the last couple of innings with us here at Don Lay Flyer Field. High fly ball out there to right field. He gathers it, settles underneath it and makes the catch.
And just like that, that'll be the end of the inning as we head on into the sixth. But, hey, it's a closer ball game here as we are now 5-3. And we'll see the top of the sixth when we come back here on the Fan Sports Network. Stick around.
Indulge in luxury at Outdoor Living. Join us at the St. George Parade of Homes this week. Discover our exquisite patio furniture showcased in select homes. Elevate your outdoor living space with us. Visit our showroom today.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you could still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Welcome back in, everybody. It's a 5-3 ball game here. Dixie leads. Find you with a chance to get back into it here.
Yeah, Millen's going to lead off here for the Panthers.
First pitch is high, ball one.
Millen's 0 for 1 tonight.
Says that one foul. Again, this is Andres. This is the 1-1.
Boy,
That one looks like it's just right about there, isn't it?
it was a little bit low, but one thing I was going to say, I love his leg kick out there.
Yeah.
I mean, high leg kick. He really explodes with that lower body. And that's where you get your power from. That's where you get your speed from, is that lower body.
Popped up.
It's gonna be a
Shallow
tough
right
play.
field.
Oh!
What a play. What a grab.
Zeph out there in right field lays out Superman style and brings it in for an out. Wow, that could be our defensive play of the game right there.
Check it out on the replay here. It's again, that's popped up since shallow right field. Zeph, boom, coming in for it. What a play. What a play. Inside, ball one.
DeWitt 1 for 2 tonight.
Hit right back up the middle to the pitcher. Stopped by Vest, but he can't get the throw off.
Make that 2 for 3 tonight.
Yeah. That's one of those where what you were talking about earlier in this ball game. Just because you stop the ball doesn't mean it's an error.
Absolutely. That's a base hit all day long. Great effort out there by Vest. Knocked it down, kind of corralled it, but certainly no chance of getting back on his feet and making a good, hard throw to first.
Popped up and sent foul.
Who's their vice principal? He can get the hell over it. I don't care.
So it's an 0-1 count here early. Cisneros is 1 for 2 here tonight. Look for the back pick. Ridge, not quite there in time.
Yeah, but that's a whole different thing. That's a kid.
1-1.
Okay, I'll try to behave.
And swing and miss.
What a breaking ball right there. Cisneros way out in front of it on his front foot. Had no chance.
And the pitch. Well hit into center.
That's
It
down.
drops in. Base hit. The play at second base. Safe.
Oh. Good base running by DeWitt out there. He had to wait until that ball hit grass. It was weak contact, but it was placed perfectly. And he had to wait to make sure it wasn't going to get caught, and hesitated and then got to second. It was good base running.
Millen over to third. Levitt with the play. At third, the throw to first is not going to get there in time.
But that shows you his arm strength.
It's impressive.
He took 3 steps to go back to the bag and then made a good, hard throw down to first. I mean, it wasn't in time, but, man, that thing went across the diamond fast.
Now with 2 outs and a runner on second.
And first.
Oh, that's right, and first. I have a sign here, and it blocks first base. I have to lean to see first base. So here's Chase. He wanted that one, but he's laid off of it. It's ball 1.
That one must have just missed.
It was a little high, right about. You know, and I feel like every umpire has a different level for where that zone begins, height-wise. That one was maybe right at the number on his jersey.
Ridge.
Back pick is still not there in time. So 2-1 or 2-0 count here with 2 outs, and again runner on first and second. Fouled away. Two 2-1 here in the top of the 6th. And the pitch. Good break to it, but he's able to send it foul.
Yeah, good off speed there.
Now facing the 2-2 is Chase. Again, up on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard here in the top of the 6th. It's 5-3 Dixie leads. 2 outs, 2 on first and second.
Deuce is wild. 2 on, 2 out.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Fouled it away, stays alive.
Deuces are still wild.
Andreas takes a step off the back of the mound, resets here. Stepping back into the box is Chase. And the 2-2. It's low, gets away from him. Runners are moving.
Oh.
And the throw goes into the outfield. Runners go back to their bags.
Oh, my gosh, I'm glad everybody's okay. That almost got Logan in the face.
Yeah, that was close.
Down there at third. Because I think, you know, Logan knew that the runners weren't coming, and Ridge, who was spinning as he's picking up that ball, just whips it down.
See it right there on the replay. Did you see that?
Yeah, I did. That's scary.
Yeah, Logan ducked right in time.
Man, that's scary.
And on a full count, again, runners are moving because it is a full count here.
Yeah.
Good heads-up play there, though, by Logan to be able to see it coming and just duck out of the way.
That's just scary.
That is very scary.
Maybe.
Good hit into
Maybe.
center. Is it going to drop? Big play. Got it.
He's got it. Wow. Franco puts his name in the defensive play of the game, along with his outfield cohort, Zeph, out there. Wow, 2 great plays by those 2 outfielders.
Diving catches all around out there in right center field. So it stays 5-5. We head to the bottom of the 6th here on the Fan Sports Network inside your Boulevard home game of the week.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Hello? Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Welcome back, everybody, inside your Boulevard home game of the week. I believe I said 5-5 before. 5-3, Mark. It is
5-3, yes. Just a little brain fart there for you.
It
It's all right.
happens. It
It's all right.
happens
You're
to
not
the
perfect.
best of us.
You're not perfect.
Yeah, no, not at all. Not at all.
Not even close.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, we like to have fun up here.
Yeah, absolutely.
We are in a good ball game here, though. 5-3.
yeah, we are.
Going to the bottom of the 6th here. Flyers probably wanting a little insurance, per se. And then the Panthers have 3 more outs.
Yeah, yeah.
So.
Well, and now we got Millen on the bump. So Kyson Millen, who was catching before, is now
makes me
pitching.
a little nervous. I don't even in the warm-ups. I don't know if I saw a strike, but we'll see what happens.
We'll see
here.
what happens here. Absolutely. I'm not exactly sure who that is in the catcher's gear there. I haven't quite caught the number yet. But whoever it is, they look young. But then again, all of them
It's
look young.
Zeph.
Is that Zep? No, Zep's up to bat.
Oh, yes, I'm sorry. Yeah, no, you're correct. They haven't put it on the game changer yet. Oh, it's Higbee.
Is that Higbee?
Oh, Cisneros.
Oh,
Okay.
Cisneros. Okay.
I'm
seeing Higbee on the game changer, yeah.
Yeah, the Pineview gentleman just next to me, though, showed me that Cisneros. So he was out in left field.
Kind of 1-1 here to get things started for Zep. Again, we talked about making those plays out in outfield. He's one of those that made one of those big plays.
Yeah, you've got Zeph out there in right field, Franco out there in center. That both of them made tremendous catches.
This one sent foul. We're looking for our Findlay Subaru star of the game, and right now for Pineview, you had Schroeder hitting that clutch triple with the bases loaded.
And he has kept this Flyer offense to 5, and that's saying something. I will say that.
Yes.
So I would certainly lean that way too, but I'd also think Millen as well has had fun behind the plate. It's been fun watching him behind the plate.
Well, and he just barely
Now
struck
he's on
out
the
his
mound.
first batter.
Yeah, that's exactly right. So
Millen's up there as well. I'd say Millen and Schroeder for sure for Pineview right now are the guys to be watching out
I still
for.
say Schroeder. I still say Nash, but
Sure.
Millen's right there in the conversation, though.
Yeah. So back up to the top of the lineup here for the Flyers. Ridge Erickson stepping up to the plate. Here's the pitch. And it's right down the pipe, strike one.
Ridge 0 for 2 tonight.
Pulled that one foul, just foul. Right over the bag.
0 for 2 with a walk. Everybody has a hit for Dixie except for Ridge, Max, Bartholomew, and Zeph. Everybody else has 1 or 2 hits for Dixie.
Does
Does
he
Ridge
get
get
one
on the
here?
board?
Got the catch out there and left.
Wow, nice
Good
catch
play.
out there. It says Cisneros, but we know it's not him out there in left field. Chasen Millen out there in left field for the Panthers.
That's a big play. This brings up Boston Vest. Good strong pitch right down the middle, strike 1. Another one. 2 straight fastballs. 2 straight strikes. Good hard hit and goes through the 5-6 hole. It's a single.
Yeah, good hard hit there by Boston for his first hit of the night. Second time on base.
So with Vest on first, brings up Yates.
Yates is 1 for 3.
First pitch comes in as a strike. Fouled away. 0-2 with 2 outs, runner on.
And again, I don't ever want to run out of an inning getting thrown out, especially with 2 outs, but new catcher in too. I don't know if I would test that arm.
Swung on and missed.
We're not going to get the opportunity.
Not at all. And that's strike 3, out 3. And we head on into the 7th. Just like that, into the 7th we go. 5-3, Dixie leads. More next on the Fan Sports Network.
Relatives coming to visit? Not enough room? Or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool? Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah, vacationrentals.com.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
The Fan Sports Network is your home for local sports. Catch The Drive with Devin Dixon from 7 to 9, and From the Bleachers with Caden Formaster and Mark Musgrave from 4 to 6. Plus, Utah Tech and high school sports live on the radio and streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com.
Here we go to the top of the 7th inning. Dixie looking to try to close it out here.
Yeah, Pineview's got 3 outs here to they need to get 2 to extend this to the bottom of the 7th. I mean, this is our we've 7th inning, this is a legit game. 5-3.
This really is. Yeah, Pineview's got a chance here to make things really interesting.
Dixie just looking to get 3 outs here and send everybody home.
And ball.
Got him.
Got him.
Oh, boy. If you're the Flyers, you do not want to start that way.
That's a rough start. Hey, you know, one of the things we've talked about a lot when we're calling baseball games is if you let that first run on, usually in a walk or something like that, there's a good chance they'll come around to score.
You know, I really do think it's around 70 to high 70% of the time that they do score.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that happens here. Again, he is not the tying run. We got the tying run at the plate.
Ooh. Had a good break to it, but stayed high.
So if I'm Andreas, I really just worry about the kid in the batter's box.
Here's a pitch. That's in there.
Try to get a ground ball if you can here.
And the pitch. Another one in there. You know, he's doing really good with that heater. Just throw that in there for strikes.
And they've both been on the lower end of the zone, and that's where you want to live right now, especially if you want to get that ground ball.
His pitch. Got him looking. Well, that's what you're looking to do if you're trying to close out a game here. Just, as you said, worry about the guy that's at the plate, right? Just go for some strikeouts.
Just pound the zone.
So Porter Campbell will step up. One out, runner on first.
Porter Campbell's he's had a nice game out there in right field.
That one's a little low there for ball one.
Again, he's one of these Panthers that looks about 12 or 13. And they have 2 or 3 of them, freshmen that are playing, and it's quite impressive.
Fouled away.
I mean, to think about this, you know, Ridge, Logan, those guys, they're going to be playing next level. They're going to be playing college baseball next year. So, you know, here you got high school freshmen, you know, playing against really college players here. I mean, a few of them anyways.
Another one fouled away.
Good contact there, just fouled it over the Pineview dugout. Down low.
2-2 count. Another one fouled away, staying alive here for Campbell.
He's got a nice little swing there. Doesn't try to do too much with it. If it's outside, he kind of just goes with it outside. I saw him foul some to the third base side, kind of pulling it inside pitch. He kind of goes with the pitch. I like that out of a young hitter. That pitch just off for ball 3. Full count here.
And that'll send him walking.
So 2 free passes here this top of the 7th for Andreas.
Now that brings Stubbs into the batter's box. Again, with 1 out, 2 runners on. Tying run over on first. That one fouled back.
And again, you let these Panthers kind of hang around. They're scrappy. They've got the tying run on first. A go-ahead run at the plate right now.
Got it. So strike 2. 0-2.
Oh.
Got him swinging the breaking ball.
What a great pitch. He was looking fastball, got the breaker.
So Trayson Millen comes up. And again with 2 outs. An out here, force out on any base.
Panthers down to their last out here.
Heater across strike 1.
Now, Andreas really needs to kind of focus in here, get that heart rate down again, pound that zone. You don't want the tying run to get into scoring position.
Ooh, Erickson.
You don't want that tying run to get down to second base on a free pass and get him into tying, to tie the game up situation. So you want to make them earn it. Hey, if they earn it, tip your cap to them. But you don't want to give it to them.
Yeah.
Make them earn it.
1-1 count. Swung on and missed there for strike 2.
Yeah.
One more strike, this game could be over.
Panthers down to their last strike, last out. Millen looking to extend it.
Little high, all 2.
All right, here we
This
go.
is coming down to it. One strike, this game could be over. One swing of the bat, we could see ourselves with a tied game, maybe even a lead from the Panthers. A lot can happen here. And timeout taken from Millen. He steps back into the box. On the 2-2 count, 2 outs, 2 runners on. Talk about deuces wild here. Outside, ball gets away, runners advance.
That's what you don't from the Flyers. That's what you don't want. And Andreas, he knows that. He's kind of tapping his chest. Hey, that's my fault. But here's the deal: you just put the tying run at second base now. With 2 outs, they're gonna be going on contact, and Campbell has a very good likelihood of scoring on a base hit here.
And a
from
ball
second base
loads up the bases.
Oh,
and he got him swinging.
Wow. What a game, Caden.
What a game indeed.
Man, came down to the last pitch, the last swing for sure. Yeah, great game tonight.
Yeah, great game indeed. And, final score 5-3. Dixie gets the win. And, what a good game. This has been a fun one. Overall,
really
from both of these teams, we saw some great hitting from both sides, saw some really good defense on both sides. And all across the board, this has been a phenomenal game from both of these teams. I can't wait for that rematch on Friday.
Yeah, Friday night they'll be at Pineview, so Pineview will be able to try to avenge themselves.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, we'll take a quick break, 30 seconds. When we come back, it's the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, so stick around with us here on the Fan Sports Network.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Back at it here from Flyer Field as the Flyers get the win 5-3 over the Panthers. And we are inside your Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. See why so many parents choose Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Call for the new patient special, just $79, 435-628-0511. All right, Mark, let's hop on into it. We've talked about it. We've hinted at it. Who is our Findlay Subaru star of the game?
Oh, we're just jumping right there to the big award, huh?
Let's go to the big one. We've talked about it. We've hinted at it. We'll get to some of the other ones coming up in just a little bit.
Well, there were some nice performances on both sides. Obviously, you had Nash Schroeder pitching the first 5 innings, did well, kept this Flyer lineup to 5 runs at the time. He had a bases clearing triple. But obviously, we're going to go with there's some players on the winning side of the side of the field. You had Logan Levitt, was 2 for 3, 2 RBIs, 1 run scored. But you know what? I'm going Franco, and here's why. First off, he was 3 for 3. He did have a base running blunder, mainly because he was trying to be aggressive. That aggressiveness paid off later in the game when he scored a run. But also, too, with that diving catch that he made out in center field, I think that was the play that kind of tipped the scale for me with being the star of the game. I'm going with Franco out in center field.
I can agree with that. I like that. So there's your Findlay Subaru star of the game. The Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game. There are a few here that I like. I think that there were some good plays across the board from both of these teams. For me, it was more defensively. I think there were some really good defensive plays. And I don't know which one I would give it to, but a few of those diving catches out there in right center field, both from center field and right field, either one of those could go down, whether that's Franco or whether that's Zepp.
And I do love both of those plays, no question about it. But because those two equal each other out, I personally am going with the bases clearing triple by Nash Schroeder. The score was 4-0 at the time.
It made it a ball game.
And it made it a ball game. I mean, the senior just stepped in there and really delivered a clutch hit when his team needed it the most. They didn't get the win, but boy, that made it a ball game, and it gave them an opportunity to stay in this game and actually win this game. But that's where I'm going. I love the two catches that you're talking about by Zeff and by Franco in right and center field. Those two kind of equal each other out. I'm going with Nash Schroeder with the bases clearing triple.
Then we'll give those diving catches our Mountain Land Supply defensive plays of the game.
Perfect.
And we'll go that way, and we'll call it good from there. So, final thoughts on this game.
You know what? Pineview's scrappy. They are good. They're young, and they are scrappy. If you don't come out with your A game, they will surprise you, and they will shock you. Again, remember, they are 6th in the 4A RPI right now. So 5 out of the 6 teams. The problem with Pineview is that 5 out of the 6 teams that are in the RPI are Region 9 teams.
Yeah, it's going to be tough.
But they are 6th right now, and they showed to me tonight that they are a pretty darn good ball club. I loved watching Millen behind the plate. Schroeder on the mound is always going to do some really good things. Campbell out in right field kind of showed his arm off a couple of times. Fun team to watch, and if you're not careful, they'll get you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, they are scrappy. You know, they can hit well. Even fielding-wise, only the one error, so that's not too bad.
Yeah.
You'll take that. They played right there with Dixie. I could easily see them taking this home to Pineview High School and giving Dixie a run. It's going to be tough for Dixie to get that win. I'll be honest, it is.
Yeah, it is. They're going to have to again come out with their A game, and I do expect Dixie to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if Pineview does.
Absolutely. All right, well, that'll wrap it up for us here from Dixie High School. Again, final score 5-3. Dixie gets the win, and we'll be back with more on Friday night with Snow Canyon and Crimson Cliffs. So that's all here on the Fan Sports Network. Listen to The Drive tomorrow morning, 7 to 9, from the bleachers from 4 to 6 for any more local content here in Southern Utah. For all of us here, I want to thank Sebastian running the camera, and, of course, for Mark and myself.